No matter how you fall, you will land the same way. Sometimes we commit to overproductivity so that we can control every single part of our lives. We disguise it pretty well. We say we're being productive, we say we're determined, we're dedicated, we're motivated. However, we're really just afraid to release control, to surrender to what is, and allow the divine to guide us. My name is Antonia. This is Life is Simplicated. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe. If this video resonates with you, also comment down below what stage of your journey you're in because I'd love to hear it. I created this channel because I felt called to share my journey with others because honestly, life has been simplicated for me and I just want everyone else's life to be a little bit more simple than complicated. I am sharing my journey in hopes that you will take what resonates and leave what does not. Just live an easier, simpler life. If you are not new here, hey, Reflections, I'm happy to see you again. I hope y'all are doing well. This week has been a good week for me, actually. It was a little hectic at the beginning of the week. Today's Saturday, by the way. But then it just got easier and easier throughout the week, and I'm grateful for that. So I was reflecting about something, and it's kind of embarrassing to talk about. As y'all know, I'm mentally preparing to quit my 9 to 5. I know that it is in my story to do so. I just have not mapped out everything, every single bit and piece of it yet. But I do know that it's coming. I feel my spirit being called to do so because I have so many creative ways to make a living and to be able to afford life. And I have aspirations that are leading me to much more. So I pretty much have no choice but to quit my 9 to 5. It's just the win that is uncertain right now. So right now I'm in the stages of preparing myself to mentally to quit as opposed to preparing myself to go to a job that I hate every weekend. When I was reflecting yesterday, I remembered a scenario from earlier this year where had a complete meltdown. And it was because I sat down, I was amped up for the day. I actually was in a positive mindset. And I was like, I'm going to get through this day. It's going to be a great day. And then, thinking about the plans that I had later the day and all of that. And then I answered my first phone call. And the first phone call was horrible. The lady on the other end was so rude. She was talking over me. She was not letting me get a word out. She was asking me questions, treating me like I was dumb. And when I responded, she would interrupt me, yell at me. She was just mistreating me, in other words. She was doing it so bad. Like, normally, I am very, very good about being like, okay, this is them, their energy. Let them keep it. Don't let that consume you. Don't let it steer you into how you're going to treat them. No, this time I was like, ma'am, I am trying my best to assist you. I just need you to cooperate with me. I'm going to do my best for you. I don't remember what she said, but it was kind of to the effect of like, okay, well, do what you got to do. So I took a deep breath. I muted her. And as I'm looking into the issue that she had, I'm finding solutions. But I hear her, first of all, she's a caregiver. I hear her talking to the elderly man, like yelling at him and being the same way that she was towards me to him. So I'm like, okay, this is just in her nature. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this lady. I'm still trying to like redirect my energy, I'm still trying to ground myself. And then when I get back to her and I'm telling her everything, she stops me. She says, "I do want to tell you, I'm not trying to be rude to you. I hate my life. I am a caregiver and I hate it. I have to take care of people and do all of this work by myself, and no one appreciates me. I'm underpaid. I'm not getting the life that I feel I deserve, but I am now 55 and I feel stuck in my career field." At the moment, I was infuriated with that apology. First of all, you didn't even say sorry. But my main thing was, so you're taking it out on me and now you're justifying the way that you're treating me because you hate what you're doing. I didn't choose this life. I didn't make the decision to continue on this way for you. So How dare you apologize to me in such a manner? I don't even think I said thank you. I think I said, I'm going to place you on a brief hold 1 moment, please. I couldn't even wait for her to respond or give me the okay to place her on hold because I was so infuriated. I started crying and yelling and screaming, and I was so broken because how can someone sit and if I could remember the things that she was saying to me, I remember that she was treating me dirt. Like dirt. That's the only way that I can sum it up to make it make sense for you. But to justify that and say, "Oh, I just don't like my life and the way I'm living my life." It's like, "Girl, I did not tell you to do this and you still have life to live. You could make the decision to do something different, but you're the one that's afraid to do something different, and so you are blaming me. I get to be your punching bag? Are you kidding me?" That to me was just like, wow. Like, how could you even muster up the courage to tell me that? Like, that's crazy. That is so insane. And the reason I was so infuriated and so worked up also was because I was humiliated. I wasn't humiliated because my wife and my son did see me emotional and overly hurt. That wasn't it. It was I was allowing my worth to be toyed with. I literally had to sit and let someone mistreat me, and I couldn't do anything in my own defense. I could not demand my respect at the moment. I did tell her that I needed her cooperation, but you can only do so much to demand your own respect when you work for someone else. At some point you love yourself so much that you cannot allow it. At some point, you know your worth so well that you don't want to accept anything less. And that's where I'm at. When I reflected on that call, because this happened at the beginning of this year, that call is something that I want to remember. It's a reminder that giving yourself to these companies, giving your time and your energy to these companies who don't allow you to have self respect, to enforce your self worth, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. And I'm not saying it in a prideful way. It is just basic humility that I'm asking for. It is basic respect. And because you are behind a desk on the other side of a phone working for a company, these people automatically think you work for me. You are my servant. I don't have to treat you with dignity. And that's not okay for me. That is not okay for me. So earlier this week, I did a video in the middle of the week because I was doing, rushing. I had I literally had a clusterfuck in my head. Sorry for my language. But I was doing too much. I was scatterbrained and I needed to slow down. I had to stop myself and pause and be like, you are doing too much. You need to get organized and you need to take this bit by bit because you are over consuming everything. Like, not in the way I'm distracted, but you are hyper focused. And at this point, you need a break. I'm acknowledging and taking accountability that I wanted not to control the thing that I'm doing, but to control the speed. And I feel like when we have a goal and we know that it's achievable, it's attainable, and we know the road to get there, we are trying to put the pedal to the metal. And sometimes you don't need to do that. First of all, it's unsafe to speed. It's unsafe. And what I mean by that in this scenario is that you can get there fast if you want to, but you can also not be prepared when you get there and lose whatever it is, not be ready for it. You can fumble it. We all know what happens when you get things fast. You get money fast, and it goes just as quickly. You want to match the frequency of what you're trying to receive. If you want longevity with your finances or whatever situation you are manifesting, you are going to have to slow down. You're going to have to slow your mind down, your body down, and you're going to have to act as if you already have those things. When you get to the top, you're not going to be sitting here running around. You're going to be at ease. You're going to be delegating. You're going to have a sense of ease and calmness about you. It's not going to be a rat race anymore. So I'm thinking about where that stems from, and it is childhood. I don't know about y'all when y'all were growing up, but I had to have the house clean. I had to, be have dinner cooked whenever my mom got home from work. My mom was a single mama for the majority of my childhood because my parents are divorced. There was a lot of chores and things that we had to do around the house, and I'm better for it. However, it does weigh on me whenever it comes to productivity, needing to be doing something in order to feel like I'm valued. And that sucks to say the least, but I'm working on that actively and taking accountability for my actions whenever I find myself doing, and not actually just being. Sometimes I struggle with it, but I always get back to a place where I remind myself that, girl, you do not have to be doing all the damn time. In order to enjoy life, we're going to have to slow down and enjoy the real things. Our jobs, the money, the spending, and all that other stuff is not the bills. Those are not real. Those are not the things that are real about life. We're here for much bigger purposes. You have your purpose, I have mine, but at the end of the day, we are all here to live, not to exist. And that sums it up. I just had to recognize when my body was just over it. Like my body was literally like, oh girl, I am like in a tornado. And it was just like, yeah, let me recognize that my body is telling me to sit the hell down and let me actually do that. So today or yesterday, I was like, I'm not doing any of the extra things that I normally would do. I was like, no, I'm not going to do any of that. I have one task that I'm going to complete today, and then the rest of the day is going to be a relaxation day. I'm going to make sure I take a nap and things like that. I was like, yeah, I definitely have to take advantage of just resting. And then I also was watching another video, and the girl was saying, she was running down the order of the week and how we do everything, and she was just like, dang, when you work a 9 to 5, you literally, like, your weekend that you have off, Saturday is a day to like recharge, and then Sunday you're like getting ready for disappointment of returning back to work. And it's like, dang, is that the cycle that I want to be in? No, I don't. And even whenever I am able to walk away from my 9 to 5, I don't want my life to be a repeat of that. Like, I don't want it to, everything to still be a drag. That's not what's up. I don't want, y'all know by now, I don't want that. Yes, I have a lot to accomplish. And yes, I have to take inspired action to receive those things. Yes, there are actionable steps that I can take to get there. But no matter how I fall, I will land the same way. That quote literally came to me in a dream. So I know that it was meant for me to hear. It was timely because that is exactly what was going on in my, like, the dream did not say that, but that is what I got from the dream. I'm not going to share the picture of the dream just because I feel like some things I just have to keep to myself. Certain omens that I receive from my spirit guides are just, they're too sacred for me to be sharing on the internet. In a nutshell, I'm just saying rest, 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 rest. You can find 30 minutes of the day where you can just rest, whether it's resting your mind, actually going to sleep. I had to come inside because my computer and my camera were overheating. It is so hot outside, as y'all can see. I have oil on my skin, but also I have sweat on my skin. Yeah, you can find some time to just relax, kick up your feet, watch a good show, read a good book, 30 minutes. Even if you are a new mom like me, you have 30 minutes in you. You can do it. Even if it's a shower, I know it's something that you have to do, but you can make your experience in the shower. You know what I mean? I think I recorded a video. I don't know if I've uploaded it yet, but create an experience for yourself in the shower. An example is just like saying this space is quiet, as if I'm at the spa. You know what I mean? Like things like that. If you have made it to this point of the video, thank you. Go ahead and comment your swan in the comments. That's our little secret. Don't tell nobody. That just tells me who my community is. And I'd love to say hi to y'all. Like the video. Make sure you're following me on Instagram and on TikTok. And if you're on your own journey to freeing yourself from your 9 to 5, let me know how that's going in the comments. I would love to hear your story. I'm so happy and proud of us already. We are doing the damn thing. Take baby steps on some days if that's all you feel like doing. Take the huge leaps on other days. I hope y'all have a good rest of your week, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace, reflections.